All right, guys. What is up? I hope everyone is doing really, really good. We got the Tokyo session live rolling out here. What a crazy 24 hours, 48 hours even, right? So we want to go over the market, kind of showing you guys what the market is doing. Obviously, Bitcoin is retracing a bit. Your daily is moving up, your 18's moving up, everything else is moving up, but you are rejecting that fair value gap here on the 3-day. I hope you guys are making some money. I hope you guys either got stopped out in profit on Bitcoin, because I did put an alert before we were going to drop. And now we kind of got a channel. So right now, this is going to be the channel on Bitcoin, okay? Because you got the breakout channel right here, which we are looking at. We were pumping last night until we stopped the video. Guys, we pumped all the way to 97.7 today, okay? Which is fine. I'm okay with us dropping a bit. Obviously, I am shorting right now. Not Bitcoin. I'm not shorting Bitcoin, but I am shorting at the moment. I am actually shorting stacks, and I got out of my Bitcoin long. The reason I'm not shorting Bitcoin, guys, is because we have too many fair value gaps right here. There's not much more. Like, okay, if Bitcoin drops and breaks this, sure. But the reality is we have a lot of support on Bitcoin, so shorting it is going to be really tough to break those fair value gaps. Will they? Maybe. We'll see. So we have to look at that 15-minute time frame here. If you guys made money on that Bitcoin long, hit that like button. Let me know, 444 in the comment section below, if you guys are making money. But guys, nothing is going to come up forever, okay? So we broke the trend. We officially broke the uptrend on that 15-minute time frame. You can only redraw that uptrend so many times, and we officially broke it. If we go to Bitcoin, and obviously, guys, we're bullish. We're very bullish, but things need to retrace. So if you look at Bitcoin right here, our premium high is 97.7. And this is what we are facing at the moment. So until Bitcoin breaks out of this premium high, I would definitely not be longing it. That's for sure. Obviously, Bitcoin's coming down here, but we have a premium high. This is a very strong high, guys. Now, if you're a part of beastlimitless.com, you took profit, okay? Or you set up your stop loss and profit right here, okay? Set stop loss at 96,700. We have heavy bearish dive and overbought in the 1 hour time frame. Bang, we broke that. Everybody should be printing. And then I put an alert on stacks. Short stacks at 38. Take profit 33 or lower. 39.7 is the stop loss. All right, guys. And bang, we are coming down. Now, Tokyo isn't really dumping. Tokyo is accumulating. If you look at Bitcoin, guys, we broke the uptrend here in the 1 hour. We kind of faked out here. Then we have that bearish divergence. You're kind of bouncing off of this fair value gap. Olga, how we doing? Thank you for the birthday wishes, guys. Thank you all for making my birthday special. I feel really old being 30, but we are absolutely crushing it. I feel like I have some wisdom mentality with trading right now. And guys, all I'm really doing is I'm trading the fair value gaps, right? So if I'm in a long and I'm in an uptrend, I set my stop loss below here. So let's say if I was longing, don't be longing, I'd be setting my stop loss here at 95. But don't be longing. Non-financial advice, do what you want. But the 4 hour is very, very overbought, okay? So in the shorter term, Bitcoin is coming down. We got the Bitcoin drop. the new high right here on Bitcoin is going to be this channel. So potentially Bitcoin could drop all the way back down to around 90K if it wanted to, or it could range at this support around 94K. And what does that mean for altcoins? We're not sure. We got to look at total 3. Remember, guys, I said I don't trust total 3. A lot of altcoins have not dropped or pumped because of Bitcoin. Now, we also have some heavy bearish divergence on the 18-hour time frame. Do I believe 100K is going to come? Yeah, for sure. We broke out. 100K is absolutely going to come. But the reality is, in the shorter term, you are dropping, okay? Daily is overbought, and 18-hour is overbought. So you're looking at Bitcoin coming down pretty swift. I would say that Bitcoin is probably going to come down to this 94.5 to about 95 region. Maybe range. If you break that area, you're definitely going to drop. However, you did break the trend right here. And your 5-minute is overbought, and now you're just in a big downtrend. So your POC is about that 95 area. Gizmo, I appreciate you. You want to look at ICP? Absolutely. All right. But in the longer term, guys, crypto is definitely breaking out. You're going to have a retrace. So one of the reasons stocks didn't drop is because Bitcoin had more room to pump. Now that Bitcoin is dropping, look at stocks coming down, okay? Perfect entry right here. Bearish dive upon bearish dive upon bearish dive on stocks. And pretty much nothing is holding stocks up other than nothing, really. Your daily is dropping now right here. So now that your KND is dropping on stocks, we're definitely going to come down. We are absolutely rocking and rolling right now, guys. We're crushing the shorts. We're crushing the longs. All right. We are in the zone. Maybe it is because I turned 30 and I just have a new look on life. I don't have much time to waste. I'm only looking for what is profitable, what is going to make a lot of money. Stop losses are tight. I'm trading fair value gaps, all of this other jazz here. But stacks could essentially, like if I put on my triple top and double top indicator, we have a triple top, and even you could call this a quadruple top on stocks. So you're just waiting for Bitcoin to break. I would even be looking maybe at a take profit around 36.8, but it should drop down to here. And really, ultimately, that conversion line around 30 cents. But yes, I'm in a short on Bitcoin, and I'm in a short on stocks. If you guys want to know where I made out on my long, I will post it for everybody. 40x long on Bitcoin, fam. Not now, obviously. By the way, guys, the new Kill Tony episode is on Netflix, and it is very, very funny. If you guys enjoy humor, dark humor, Kill Tony is the way to go. Check it out. 2026 Kill Tony. If you don't know about Kill Tony, I feel very bad for you. So let's see right here. Here was the trade we were in, guys. I just posted this on Bitcoin. Or I think I did. Let's go, Steve. Shout out to you. ARK. I will go over ICP. I'm just trying to post my... I don't know why you guys can't see it, but there we go right here. The show I was talking about is Fallout. Fallout on Prime, one of the best shows you'll ever see. That is my Bitcoin long right here, guys. Cashed out 40x. So Bitcoin is coming down here. We do have a little bit of an uptrend here. So when Bitcoin gets to the bottom of this trend, I would keep a close eye on your shorts, i.e. stacks or anything else. If Bitcoin breaks this uptrend here at about 94.2 or whatever it is, we are going to drop. So you should see Bitcoin coming down to about 94.4. If we break 94.4, we are absolutely going to drop down to the POC, which is essentially this around this fair value gap 2. Okay. 18 hours, very, very overbought, guys. 4 hour is very, very overbought. Now, stacks is dropping very slowly, guys, but once it gains momentum on the 4 hour and it breaks that, once it gains momentum on the 4 hour and we break that 50 on stacks. So I know a lot of people are wanting to know about this trade. So essentially, because this thing is just on its own terms, kind of speak, we just keep on going down, down, down. But essentially here, I want it to break the 50. It did break the 50. So I want it to continue down the 50. In the next 8 hours to about 12 hours, this should continue to go down, okay? You just got to wait for a profitable trade. This is a very profitable trade. Just be patient, right? Be patient and you will get paid. All right, so there you go. Bitcoin's pretty much going to come down all the way down to that bottom there at 94.4. XRP loss 211 might be sold. WLFI was a banger short. ICP. So we're going to look at ICP, guys. Now, guys, it doesn't mean that we're bearish all of a sudden. All it means is that we are retracing, right? We're going up on the weekly. So we're just retracing. Once we break out, we're golden. ICP is rejecting the conversion line right here, which would mean that ICP would probably be a short for me. If we reject 481, that is the conversion line on ICP, which it looks like it is rejecting. If we break 481, we're going to have a massive pump on internet computer to about, $9. The problem with me shorting ICP is there's too much fair value gaps here, which is really, really bullish. But we had a pretty nice short squeeze in the market. And now we could potentially see ICP coming all the way down to about 397 in that area. There we go. Bitcoin's dropping, fam. Hit that like button, guys. We're catching the shorts. We're catching our take profits. We are absolutely crushing these setups. Absolutely crushing it. And guys, as Bitcoin goes down, Stacks is only going to follow. It is a bit slower, but the bleed will be heavy when it does hit the bottom. So we do have that little uptrend here. I don't know if it will hold it. I'll have to set an alert right here. If we lose it, though, we're going to play out that channel on Bitcoin. And then that little channel will pretty much come all the way back down to about 91K or range about that 94, which is that conversion line. Now, we did break the 1 hour time frame. So this trend right here we broke. And the 4 hour is really just starting to come down, guys. It looks like we are going to have a big drop in the market in the shorter term. My take profit on Stacks is about 33. I am keeping it at 33. I'm not even going to look at it. I'm just going to set my stop loss. I'll look at it on the live, and that is pretty much said and done. We're very, very overbought. Now, this also doesn't mean I'm bearish, guys. I'm very bullish. We're going up on the weekly, all of that stuff, but you got to keep in mind, when things pump, they retrace. When things dump, they pump. XRP was looking very, very good. It did break out here. But you're rejecting. And this is what I mean. When you're in the downtrend channel, it is very, very hard to long a coin. If it broke out, great. But if you're in the downtrend, it is very, very hard to long, which is why I only look for shorts in the downtrend, and I only look for longs in an uptrend. I know Bitcoin's in an uptrend right now and I'm shorting, but that is a bit of a different ball game. But now it looks like XRP is rejecting that conversion line, and now I could see XRP coming back to here. We did break out. However, we did break that uptrend. So a little bit of a cup and handle here, but it does look like XRP is going to roll over. 18 hours overbought coming down here. Daily's overbought coming down. I would say XRP is going to roll over down to the bottom of that channel if you cannot hold this conversion line. And we are looking at our 188 target again. We were looking about 245, but remember, guys, I said Bitcoin is bullish. I never said altcoins were bullish. Altcoins are bullish if they broke out. The thing I didn't like was Total 3. So Total 3 is doing what I thought it would do. Remember, we have that channel on Total 3, and I said if we break out on Total 3, I'd be surprised. Total 3, altcoins are bullish, but Total 3 needs to come back down to the bottom here before a continuation back up. We already hit the top. We're probably going to hit the bottom. We broke the trend. Bitcoin is a lot different, right? Follow the trend, guys. The trend is your friend. We're on an uptrend right now, but we are on a short-term downtrend. Not, and by short-term, I mean the 5-minute. But, yeah. Let's make some money, right? How much am I up on this Bitcoin short? I've been longing Bitcoin. I've been shorting Bitcoin. Up a grand on the Bitcoin short. Up a couple hundred on Stacks. I want to see what Aave's doing, if it is holding the breakout or not. Aave would have been a wicked short right here, but Aave broke out. Is Aave really going to fake out? Oh, wow. Aave is going to come down a lot more than so if I look at, okay, so Aave has a bit more room to go here. Let's see. Okay, so here Aave broke out, but let me draw my closes. Yeah, so this is the actual channel on Aave we'd be looking at. I drew the, so Aave could come up to 188 still. If Aave breaks this trend, Aave could dump all the way to 167. Looks like this double top is going to play out, guys, on Aave. That would have been a nice short at 180. Aave is dropping a lot faster than Stacks. I probably should have done Aave, but nonetheless, 180 would have been your short. And now it looks like Aave could pretty much drop about 5%. %, which is pretty good here on Aave. If you guys are looking for a trade on Aave, you would get in at the break of this 15-minute 200 SMA, and then Aave should play it out all the way down to about 165. That is a lot of profit. This uptrend right here would have been a dynamite short. I missed my Aave short. But there's still a lot of room left in the tank, guys, on this Aave trade. So, and then if it breaks here, well, you're absolutely going to drop. But I guess you're still in the downtrend here on Aave, and you did break it. So, yeah, you should have a pretty big drop coming up. Bitcoin is slowly dropping here, guys. Asia's selling off. I wouldn't say Asia's necessarily dumping, but Asia is accumulating for sure, because we pump a bit, we drop a bit. We have a little double top here at that level. IP storage is crashing pretty hard. So IP is probably going to play this channel out. And I think we looked at IP the other day. You're still above that conversion line. So story can possibly dump down to about 279. If we break 279, we could come all the way down to about $2 on IP. Well, yeah, 210 in the shorter term here. You can see everything broke the trend and then dumped. So this little uptrend here would have been a good short at 380, and now you're absolutely dumping on IP. That is a 45% drop. That is crazy. But you guys could see that we're not necessarily dumping on Bitcoin. We're just dropping a bit, pumping, dropping a bit, pumping, dropping a bit, pumping until we hit the bottom of that channel. And then I would be very cautious with my shorts. But until we hit the bottom of that channel, I'll reevaluate. I want to look at Cow Protocol because I was looking for a trade on it. I know Cow did break out, unless this is going to be a crazy fake out. Hope you guys enjoyed the London live, the London live, the New York live, and the Tokyo live last night. Everybody should have had the chance to make a lot of money, guys. Make sure you smash that like button. So I could see Cal Protocol pretty much coming down to around 22, which means that that would actually be a good short. So Cal Protocol is about to break the trend here. If Cal Protocol breaks this trend, we will come all the way down to here. Now, guys, I typically don't short an uptrend, but I'll tell you guys why I'm shorting. Because right now the sessions are AMD. You can see it written all over the place. I'm just not going to take a trade just all of a sudden because, you know, we're on an uptrend. I'm going to be careful at the bottom of the trend. But yeah, Cal Protocol could dump a lot. Not dump, but definitely retrace a bit here. So if you guys are looking at a trade, I would be looking at Cal. You have a lot more room left on your RSI. You are oversold here. Wait till that 15-minute is oversold again, but maybe we come back up to 26. I don't know. Cow's going to be a really good short. Okay, now we were looking at WLFI. Look at that double top hitting again on WLFI. Bang. Perfectly to 19. So if we look at the channel here, guys, on WLFI, we can still hit the top here. We are in a little bit of an uptrend on WLFI, but a lot of things are having double tops and breaking. Here's the uptrend on WLFI, guys. So if you break this region right here and you're running through this fair value gap pretty good, this would have been a really nice short up here at 18. But you're looking at WLFI dropping all the way down to about 23 cents in that area right there. Move over, Ave. Cow is going to beat you. Caesar Coco, let's go. Sinister Scalper, everybody taking profits. Absolutely, fam. Absolutely, we are taking profits. Again, guys, Bitcoin isn't necessarily dumping. It's in an accumulation range in Asia. It looks like London could possibly dump the market, which will be straight distribution. London actually ranged the market yesterday. We didn't even drop on London. We didn't pump on London. All we did was range at that conversion line. New York didn't even manipulate. New York just pumped it. So keep an eye on WLFI, guys. This is going to dump very, very hard when we break this double top. I keep forgetting about Aave. Aave is my favorite trade, and I keep forgetting about it. The money you guys could make on Aave on these pumps and drops are absolutely crazy. Shout out to everybody on the live, guys. I'm just waiting for Stacks to complete that bearish dive, because once it does, oh my gosh, the profit. Stacks could drop all the way to 29 or 23 at some point. Maybe not now, but at some point. You just got to give it a bit of time. General, what is up? Appreciate you. Thank you for joining the live. Tim, how you doing? So we could probably see, guys, London as the big movement in the market. And by big movement, I'm talking about a drop. Okay, what else have we been looking at? Dash, right? If you guys long Dash yesterday, you would have made a lot of money. So Dash is hitting the conversion line, guys, right now. This is going to be major resistance on Dash. Dash has got insane bearish divergence. I'm not telling you guys to short Dash here, but Dash should be rejecting this conversion line. If we if we break it, then we go up. We are in an uptrend here on Dash, so if Dash breaks this, we can come down a lot. We do have fair value gaps. It would be really, really tough for me to short this, but Dash has heavy bearish divergence right now. Very, very bearish dive from all the way to about $60 to about 85, 84. Smash that like button, guys. I appreciate you always joining the live. Thank you guys very, very much. Wow, look at that bearish dive on Dash. We got 20 hours left on this 3-day close. Okay, what is Solana doing? Now we just look for the retrace, guys. So there's going to be a retrace after that. We look for another long. Solana is dropping here off this double top here, 148. We never hit the top of the channel here yet on Solana. Double top after double top on Sol. I probably wouldn't try to short Solana because it can pump all the way up to 166. But Sol is looking very, very good. It does have bearish dive on the 18, so there's a possibility that Solana could drop all the way back down to about 125. Possibility if we reject this area. We already did break the trend right here in Solana, so 148 would have been my short. And yeah, I could see Solana coming back down to 137 in that region. Looks like there's going to be a big retrace on the market, guys. As quick as we pumped it looks like we are about to come down like bricks, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. We just look for shorts and we look for the retrace. A lot of coins are having a major double top here. Let me see if I can go look at USDT.D. See if we're getting a retrace up here. Yeah, we are getting a little bit of a retrace. We do have some bullish divergence on Tether DOM right now. I don't like that bullish dive on Tether DOM. Got to adapt to the market, right? When it looks like we are very bearish on Tether DOM, but you are having some bullish divergence forming. So we'll have to keep an eye on this one for sure. Shout out to everybody joining the live, guys. Make sure you hit and smash that like button. If you made profit, guys, in Beast Limits trading the past 2 to 3 days, 444 in the comment section below, 444. Let's run this down just like we ran it up. Run it down just like we ran it up, guys. All right, so we have all these projects pumping here, breaking out of the macro. Dash is obviously trending #1. Movement has been running a bit. Zen, Alchemy, Secret. Ali's running up a bit here. Deep is 5 cents. So if we're looking at Ali, there might be a move here on artificial intelligence, AI. I don't know. Let's see. So you've got resistance right here. Ali could potentially pop quite a bit to about 0.006. It did break out here, and it looks like it is going up. So keep an eye on Ali, guys. ALI, USDT. Nothing is really happening on that one, though. You're just really waiting for the top of that resistance. Let me look at STX. Again, we're slowly dropping here. Slower than a lot of other coins, which isn't a bad thing because that means it's not going to wick that much. You're very close to the neckline here on stacks. I'm surprised at how good stacks is actually holding right now. Very surprised. Every indicator is pointing ultra bearish to STX. We should be dumping, capitulating, crashing, and burning. I don't really know any other way to put it, but we're not. This is just ranging in a little bit of a slow bleed downtrend. If you're non-stacks, I do recommend shorting it. Low leverage, non-financial advice. Can I look at Blur? For sure. Did Blur break out? No, it didn't, right? So this is why I don't like getting into trades until they actually break out. So we broke out of right here. And we did break out of here. So there is a possibility Blur just ranges at this fair value gap and continues up to about 0.4. We have a nice little fair value gap on Blur, but initially Blur is still in the downtrend. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to go get a drink of water here. Stay on the live. BRB. Hit that like button and I'll be right back, fam. All right, we are back. Back at you. What is up? Thank you for commenting. Appreciate y'all. For Dash, look at the new New York Times sell volume. I fish a fly. How you doing? Appreciate you guys. If you guys are new to the live, new to our community, let me know in the comment section below where you are tuning in from. I wish Tokyo could just dump, like straight up dump. Not range dump, range dump. This is pretty crazy because if you look right here, Tokyo is kind of faking out in that downtrend, which I don't really like. But if you look at the 1 hour, we're dropping. The MACD is dropping. Just really waiting for that 4 hour MACD to drop. But even the 4 hours dropping here for another 32 minutes. So hopefully we come down on a lot of altcoins. I'm kind of tired of the little range. Okay, let's check out Ethereum. See what Ethereum is doing. Now, remember I showed you guys a lot of trades the other day. Still, keep them in your back pocket. Remember what I showed you guys, because even though we're dropping a bit, we are still on a macro breakout. Okay, so we've got a little trend here off of the break. So really we take from right here, and we can see ETH is in this little channel. So you can see Ethereum's in this channel right here, which means if you look at the trend on ETH, we did iFishelfly, appreciate you. Go to beastlimitless.com, guys. If you're new, it is our app. I don't want your money. Look at that 40x long we did. Just go to beastlimitless.com, come be a part of the community, and then you'll get the announcements and my trade calls and stuff like that. Okay. Currently, I'm on a stack short and a Bitcoin short at the moment. And ETH is lining up for a major move too. So if we look at ETH, now ETH hasn't dropped yet. Bitcoin dropped. So I'm going to take this low from right here to right here on Ethereum. And that would essentially be the low right here on ETH, 3,200. If we break 3,200, we're coming all the way back down to 3,000. This 3,200 is going to be your conversion line. So this is going to act as major support. But if we do break it, 3,200 is going to be your support. Stacks is definitely coming down right now. If you guys are in a stack short, let me know. If you guys are in a Bitcoin short, let me know. If you're making money in our community, let me know. All right, look at stacks. It is about to break. Where did my 9 and 21 go? Why? Like, TradingView is messing with me. I'm telling you guys, I have these indicators and they're just gone out of nowhere. Okay, purple is my 9, thickness, boom. And then blue, my 21. Right here. Blue. So if we're looking at stacks, I want to show you guys this. We probably broke, I didn't even know if we broke, but we probably broke the 9 and 21. It is about to cross on the 4-hour time frame. This thing is just impossible to break. Like, it is just, but once the drop happens, the drop will be monumental for sure. I can pretty much see it coming all the way down to 30, but in the shorter term, about 32. There is no fair value gap on stacks on the 4-hour time frame except 35.8 to about 34.8. Deep is your best short at the moment. Steven, let's go. You guys have a lot of confidence in me. I appreciate y'all. Deep broke out, kind of faking out here. See, this is why I don't like longing a downtrend. I know you guys made money off of Deep, but it looks like Deep could potentially drop if you break this trend. If you break this trend, you're going to have a big drop on Deep. Deep has a lot of bearish divergence right now. lot of bearish divergence on deep, guys, and I can see deep dropping all the way down to back down to 0.3. Again, we are bullish. It is just we need a retrace, right? And we did hit the top of the RSI on the daily. So a lot of trades are going to be tapped out in that shorter term. That 18 hours is going to be very interesting on Bitcoin. Very. That 4 hours just crazy overbought. Okay, so we officially broke it. Like we've been trying to range in this area. We keep on faking out of this 15-minute, but we officially broke the trend since 90K. So do what you want with that information. The 4-hour MACD, hasn't dropped yet, but when this 4-hour MACD crosses, guys, we are absolutely going to drop. Now, yesterday we were talking about the market pumping like crazy. It doesn't matter what yesterday looked like. The reality is right now we're dropping. We're very overbought. We have bearish divergence. Bitcoin could still go to 100K off of this retrace, whatever that is, either that 94 or that back to 90K. Non-FA, do your own research. Thank you, CJDV. Yes, do your own research, guys. We have a really, really good win ratio. Here, I like to share the thumbnails, guys. I put a lot of work into these thumbnails, all right? Pump over. I got to keep it interesting. I'm shorting Sol from 147. Where does it have a bounce zone? So I will not round trip as usual. Solana. Okay, so Solana. A-Train, appreciate your comment. Thank you for commenting. Thank you, Beat, for being a part of the live. So the bounce on Solana realistically would be about 143, but after 143, you're coming all the way back down to 137. After 143, 137 on Sol. So guys, the reason a lot of trades hasn't really been doing anything, i.e. Stacks, i.e. Aave, and a couple of other trades, are because Bitcoin had more room to go up and Total 3 was just ranging. And look at Bitcoin coming down. Our shorts are about to print. Now Tokyo is kind of dropping a bit, but we are still really just ranging in the market. But yeah, Tokyo is bringing us down for sure. 94.6. 94.6 would be my short-term bounce, but we did break the 15-minute. So you're going to see Bitcoin dumping a lot. If you guys aren't in a short right now, this is even a good time to enter a short on Bitcoin. We broke the 15-minute, guys. We're absolutely going to come down. This is what I've been looking for the last couple of days, and that's why I didn't get out of my trade. Stacks is dumping, baby. That is why I didn't get out of my trade, guys, because Bitcoin has been on an uptrend since 90K. Now we broke We're about to dump. Absolutely dump. And I don't think London is going to be nice either. Okay. Maybe, possibly. We'll see. New York is probably going to manipulate. NEAR just broke that trend line. Let's take a look at NEAR. Oh, yeah. NEAR broke that trend line long time ago. Or actually, no, just right. Nope, NEAR just broke that trend line. You're right. It could retrace 178. But yeah, you're looking at NEAR coming all the way back down to 165. So it's going to be a really good setup. So here's the here's the thing, guys. As an influencer, you can see I'm not biased. And this is for the new people. I'm not biased, guys. I am either bullish based on the TA or bearish based on the TA. Do I think we're going to still come to 100K? Yeah, for sure. But the reality is right now, wow, NEAR had insane bearish divergence. NEAR is about to dump. Holy man, is NEAR going to dump. So scratch what I said. NEAR could probably dump all the way back down to 150 and ultimately 165. Sinster Scalper, NEAR is absolutely a golden trade. Look at that bearish dive on NEAR. Holy. That is crazy bearish dive on NEAR. Aave is about to dump like crazy too. Yeah, Aave is coming in here too. So you're looking at Aave all the way down to about 166. After Aave breaks 166, we are going to dump. Stacks is pretty much getting ready to just crash and burn here. Finally, we are almost at the bottom of that RSI. Stacks is getting ready to come down, down, down. Couple more hours here on Stacks, and we should get a really, really big drop. Just like I did with these longs, guys, I'm going to ride these shorts. There is no reason for me to get out. Okay, Bitcoin's going to try and fake out here, but we broke that trend already. So even though Bitcoin's going to try and fake out, you broke that 15-minute. There's not much that is going to happen. You could potentially fake out here on the 15-minute to about maybe 96.3. But we should just roll down because that was the trend line. Really, honestly, this was the trend line. And then we had to redraw it again, and now this is the trend line. But this 4-hour is crazy. Look at that bearish dive on the 4-hour time frame. Brutal, brutal, brutal. And the funny thing is, guys, we haven't even dropped yet. Look at the 4-hour. We dropped all the way to 95.9 off of Asia accumulation. This hasn't even sold off yet. Really, really juicy money. Profits, 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 guys. Set your stop losses in profit, guys. Guys, let's just be kind to everybody, okay? Everyone has their own trading style. Some might not like it. Some might like it. Let's keep the politics out of the way and just make money on the channel, okay? I appreciate you guys, but let's just try to be respectable of everyone. But I appreciate everyone's opinions. All right, let's go, guys. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Tap it, tap it, tap it. That'd be funny if this faked out. It won't. It might in the shorter term. All right, what else do we got here? Let's look at Sui and see what Sui's doing. I know someone came on the live last night and said, where would they long Sui? But I think we dropped. We pumped all the way up to 193. And then we faked out. Everything's dropping. Everything is dropping. So now what I'm essentially doing on SUI here is appreciate the subscribe. Appreciate you, man. And this goes to everyone, guys. At the end of the day, some people might not like what some people are doing. It doesn't matter. If your wallet is getting fat from our trade calls, that's all that matters, right? But I do appreciate everybody's support and opinion on this channel. Yeah, look at Sui. Sui broke out, kind of faked out here. A little bit of a rounded bottom, and now it looks like we're going to drop all the way back down to 147. Wow, Bitcoin is crypto. Guys, as soon as crypto was looking very bullish and we made a lot of money, we just flipped bearish in 24 hours. And I'm not talking about bearish. I am talking about bearish with a capital B. I wonder what New York is going to do tomorrow. Actually, I wonder what London is going to do. I'm more interested in what London is going to do, to be honest. But New York will be good too. We know Tokyo is accumulating following the AMD pattern. So I saved something on my phone, guys, and I'm going to show you guys this. I would never show anybody this, but I'm going to show you guys this. This is some alpha TA that I am going to give you guys, and I'm going to post this. And if you guys, John, how you doing? I appreciate your comment. Thank you for your opinion, fam. There will be a retrace. Absolutely, there will be a retrace. So if you guys study this, you guys are going to make a lot of money, okay? I am talking study this. I'm going to post this institutional price chart in our app, beastlimitless.com. This is where institutions are going to tap ranges, and these are patterns that show what institutions are doing. These are bullish patterns. These are bearish patterns. A lot of people think TA is just based on indicators. It is not. It is based on candle closes and everything else. But this is institutional price action trading, and it shows you every single consolidating drop, whatever pattern that institutions are using and market makers. So I'm going to be posting this in beastlimitless.com for everybody. It is completely free. If you haven't joined, join it. I don't need your money. It's completely free. But there you go, guys. All right. The Taking Profit, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. We try to be as legit as possible. I'm not trying to sell the Kool-Aid. There's no point, right? There is no point. Thank you guys for all the subscribing and stuff like that. But I will post it for you guys. So again, we're dropping. We're coming down, right? The reason we're coming down for all the new people here is we broke this trend. We keep on trying to fake out. We keep on trying to have new buyers come in. There is going to be no new buyers because all the whales are leaving. Why are the whales leaving? Because you just broke a trend from 90K. If I'm a whale and I have billions of dollars, millions of dollars in crypto, I am going to pull out my big money when we break a trend, and I'm going to re-enter at the bottom when we break out. Okay, it is absolutely like clockwork. My funded accounts are looking very, very good. I'll say that. My prop firm trading, we're up about $1,000 on our funded account. On our prop firm, we made about 5K on our funded account off of that Bitcoin pump. No problem, Steven. No problem. Moises, I appreciate you. Have a good night. Olga, thank you. Let's make some money, fam. Let's make some money. I appreciate you guys all for being on the live. If you're new, guys, we have a app. We have Tokyo session. We're trading every single day, 9 a.m. We have Tokyo 8 to 8:30 p.m. and London at 1 a.m. But we do London 3 times a week, and we do Tokyo twice a week. Let's go look at Night. I know Night was in the downtrend, but it was breaking out at nope. There we go. This is why you don't play a downtrend, guys, because the downtrend will always win. Night is about to crash and burn. So respect the trend. The trend is your friend. I'll say it over again. Respect the trend. Respect the trend. Couple people said Night was probably going to break out, right? We hit the top once. We hit the top twice. We hit the top 3 times. Typically, after you hit the top, you're going to hit the bottom. You're probably going to see Night dump all the way down to 0.5. Do I look at stocks? Yes, I look at gold. I look at US 30. I look at the NASDAQ. I look at ES1 mini futures. I don't talk about it too much on the channel because a lot of you guys trade crypto, but I will be getting back into it. Once we... Happy birthday, brother. Thank you for your alpha. No problem, T. I appreciate you, fam. I'm only making tens of dollars on my personally funded account. I trade Bitcoin in the US 30, and I also trade oil as well as gold. Speaking of gold, let's look at what XAU is doing here. I'm going to look at MEXCXAU, which is obviously gold. Gold has insane bearish divergence. Not that that matters. Well, so I'm going to go the shorter time frame on gold. Like the 15-minute. You can't really be looking at the macro time frames on these setups here. Well, gold broke the uptrend. Not that that means anything, but gold could potentially. So to me, it's going to dump a lot. Looks like we're about to absolutely drop on gold, but are you shorting stacks on a prop firm? I didn't even know you could short stacks on a prop firm. I don't know. Gold is kind of weird. I wouldn't even. Yeah, there's definitely bearish divergence on gold right now. Definitely bearish divergence on gold, guys. So Bitfunded. Okay, I got to check out Bitfunded. You guys keep on talking about Bitfund. So I use Apex or Funded Elite. I'll check out Bitfunded. Look at the way look at how they're trying to fake out on the trend, because that could be a trend line, right? No, it already broke. Stacks is the little engine that could, guys. That's all I have to say. Once this hits the bottom of the RSI, it will drop like bricks. It is getting very, very close. You're closing the 4-hour candle below that 9 and 21. That is bearish for sure. But you're getting very, very close to the bottom here. Probably tonight or even tomorrow morning, I would say stacks is probably going to drop. They run promos, all wait for the BOGO. Okay. What else? Guys, what else? What other crypto websites use Funded? Because I'm using prop firms and MetaTrader. I obviously trade on XC. But yeah. Okay, so Night looks like it is about to have a massive drop. So if you guys want to potentially short Night, you could. My Funded. No trailing drawdowns, no minimum days, no consistency rule, more than 100 crypto tokens. Okay. I'll check out Bitfunded. Hey, someone mentioned Dolo the other day, a pump like crazy. Pirate Chain is running. Nothing is really... Nothing is really even looking good to me at the moment. Like, Story's a top loser here. Fartcoin is now a loser. All the coins that fall... Virtual. Remember Virtual, guys, that pumped up like crazy? Now it is under $1. Virtual is rejecting that conversion line here. Huge fake out on Virtual. Okay, I'll check out Bitfunded, guys. Any other crypto funded account firms you guys could recommend to me? So it looks, yeah, there's nothing holding. There's nothing holding virtual. Virtual could drop all the way back down to about 88 cents. If this is oversold in the 15, I'd probably look at a trade on virtual coming down to about 90. Ultimately, though, it looks like virtual is pretty much going to do what Stacks has done and drop all the way down to about 888. And then if you break that, you're coming down. And I can see virtual coming all the way back down to about 68 cents in that area right there. Shout out to everybody on the live, guys. I really appreciate you guys. All the coins we were talking about longing last night, we are shorting. Hey, we got to go with the weather, right? If the weather is stormy, I'm not gonna tell you guys to go out on the ocean. Okay, the weather is not looking too good right now. So yeah, virtual is looking pretty good. And then ultimately, I would say, let's take a jab here at Pepe. So again, guys, if you're tuning in, if you're new to the channel, we do have a New York live tomorrow at 9 a.m. Also, I will be, look at that fake out on Pepe. Also, see, once the trend breaks, it's very, very hard to get back above that trend. Also, I will be doing a London live tomorrow at 1 a.m. So just so you guys know, of course, if there's a big move in the market, like a big pump or a massive crash, I'll probably go live twice. But it looks like Pepe off that fake out is going to drop all the way back down to here. Or a lot lower. Or a lot lower. I'm in a short on Dash, but it's not dumping like everything else. Okay, guys, so if we're looking at Dash, no, Dash is looking like a good short. Huge bearish dive from 66 all the way to 89. You have blank space to about 56. The only thing I don't like about Dash is you have a lot of fair value gaps right here. So Dash could range in around 71, but it should come down to about 71. This guy with a 77% win rate opened a 66K short at 200x leverage with an entry of 91K. How far does this dude think BTC is going to drop? Not sure, not sure. I don't know. I don't really like Dash. Maybe you get a short to about 70 bucks, but I would be very, very careful on Dash for sure. For sure. Because you have a fair value gap right here. So it's hard to break these fair value gaps. If it breaks it, it is just going to straight dump. You'll have an inverted fair value gap. Shout out to all the people joining beastlimitless.com, guys. I appreciate y'all. Five-minute on Bitcoin is not really doing anything, almost overbought here. So you can see Bitcoin is kind of forming a rounded top. And you're looking at Bitcoin pretty much in this fair value gap right now. So you might have a little bit of a range right here. But I see Bitcoin coming all the way down to at least 94.5 in the shorter term. Stacks, it's coming back to entry. Again, guys, I'm on low leverage. So if it goes back to 38.5, 39, I really don't care. We hit the bottom here at 37.5, which is fine. But initially, this is going down. So going down, everything's going down on this trade. The 3 days closing in about 20 hours. So you may notice things go for a wick on the 3 day. And I would say after this 3 day, it does look like we're probably going to close red on a lot of things. But low leverage and wait for the market to do its thing. Stacks in particular goes up and down and it wicks, right? So I know that. So I'm on low leverage. I'm on low leverage. Whatever it does, it does. I won't get wicked out, which is why I'm just leaving it. It is the type of trade that I'm leaving. We do have a little bit of a 4-hour close here. And this 4-hour close is gaining some momentum. But again, once you get that cross on that 4-hour MACD, guys, on Bitcoin, you're really going to start dropping. All right, guys, so that is all I got for everybody today. We looked at some of the top trades. NEAR is going to be another one to ride it down. I don't expect NEAR to really hold anything too much. You might come back up to, yeah, you may come back up to 180. But I see NEAR selling off and just absolutely dumping, down 9%. So that's all I got for you guys tonight. Thank you very, very much for joining the live, guys. We will be on the New York session tomorrow at 9 a.m. CST. Hang out, set your stop losses and profit, know your fair value gaps. Yeah, NEAR is going to be insane. It looks like London is probably going to take us down. I would be very, very shocked if London pumped or even if London ranged. But we are also very oversold. We can stay oversold on that 15-minute time frame. So I hope you all have a really good night, guys. Set your stop losses in profit. I can't say that enough. Or just set stop losses in general and low leverage. When I say low leverage, what is low to you? I'm on 3 to 5x. 3 to 5x, it's perfect. If you're talking about Bitcoin, I'm looking at 10 to 12x. If I'm looking at any other coin but Bitcoin, I'm looking at 3 to 5x. Sometimes I'll do 7x if I get in at the top and I have enough room. And if it breaks the uptrend, I will sometimes do 10x. But mostly Bitcoin 12x and 10x. And yeah, stacks, you're just looking at it range until it drops. It is eventually going to drop. You just got to wait for it. But I will say, because of all this consolidation, the drop will be absolutely monumental. Every indicator is bearish on STX, and it hasn't really dropped. And that's all I got for you guys tonight. So keep an eye, guys, right here. At about 94.6 is where I would be very, very cautious holding your shorts. If we get a bounce right there, we pump. If we don't, we break it and we go down. We'll see everybody on the New York session live tomorrow, guys. We are not doing a London live today. We are doing a London live tomorrow. And then no live Friday, no live Saturday unless some crazy thing happens. And live Sunday at 1 a.m. beastlimitless.com, so you guys have the schedule, okay? Have a good day, guys. Thank you all for joining live. I appreciate you guys.